right, good morning everyone. I know this is not really my regular time to stream, but Claude Sonnet 4.5 just dropped, and I wanted to go through this and see if we can try and just get some first impressions going. So here, I'm just gonna read through this a bit, and then we'll see where we can actually use it. Claude Sonnet 4.5 is the best coding model in the world. Does that mean it's better than Opus now? It's the strongest model for building complex agents. It's the best model at using computers, and it shows substantial gain in reasoning and math. Claude code is everywhere. It runs blah, blah, okay. Claude Sonnet 4 makes this possible. We are releasing it along with a set of major upgrades to our product. In Claude Code, wait. This is awesome. We've added checkpoint. They've added checkpoints. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. Wait, okay, I hope I am not. This is released. Holy crap, this is amazing. Okay. We're gonna get through everything. I know. Slow down. I'm very excited on this. We've added checkpoints to one of our most requested features that saves your progress and allow you to roll back instantly to a previous state. We've refreshed the terminal. Shoot. My face was not. Okay. We've refreshed the context editing feature and memory tool to Claude API that lets agent runs longer than ever. What? Wait. I am so confused. There's so many things here. Okay, we refreshed the terminal interface and shipped a native VS Code extension. Wait, didn't they all? Oh, no. Bro. Dude, this is awesome. We've added new context editing feature and memory tool. Okay, wow, there is many things to go over. Shoot, this is awesome. Okay, I know what video I'm doing this coming next week. Okay, to Claude API that runs agents, runs even longer and handle even greater complexities. In Claude apps, we've brought code execution and file creation, okay, directly into the conversation, and we've made Claude for Chrome extension available to Max users who joined the waitlist last month. I've already, that's the thing I want to make a video on, is Claude for Chrome as well. I forgot that. I'm gonna write that down before I forget. Claude for Chrome. Okay. Okay. We're also giving developers the building blocks we use ourselves to make Claude code. Yes, I already knew. No! Is this another SD? Oh no! No way! This is actually legit awesome. Okay, this is so. What? This is. Oh my gosh. I'm too excited right now. Too excited. This is insane. Okay, this is legit, actually insane stuff. But I don't exaggerate very much, but this is some of the moments that I'm like, holy crap, they are really doing amazing here. This is the most aligned frontier model we've ever released, showing large improvements across several areas of alignment. Okay, why do they have so many links? Oh, I actually may read that. Several alignments compared to previous Claude models. Claude Sonnet 4.5 is available everywhere today. Guys, we can now use Claude Sonnet 4.5, and it's the most powerful model ever. Well, they say that. Better be better than Opus. I'm sure it is. Okay, if you're a developer, simply use Claude Sonnet 4.5 via Claude API. Pricing remains the same as Claude 4. Thank you. Not that I would ever use that. Okay. Frontier intelligence. Claude Sonnet 4.5 is state-of-the-art in the SWE Bench verified evaluation, which measures real-world software coding abilities. Practically speaking, We've observed it maintaining focus for more than 30 hours. Who runs a task for 30 hours? Like, actually, who runs a task for 30 hours? Okay. Like, okay. Whoa, dang, they actually got the numbers right, unlike OpenAI charts. But wow, this is like almost 3% better than Opus 4.1. That's impressive. That is impressive. But also I need to actually use this in I actually need to use this before I make any calls here, because it just doesn't. Nothing beats actual experience using the models themselves. Okay, Claude Sonnet 4.5 represents a significant leap forward on computer use on OS World, a benchmark that tests AI models on real-world computer tasks. Sonnet 4.5 now leads at 61.4%. Dang, just 4 months ago, Sonnet 4 held the lead at 42. Oof, that's huge. Our Claude for Chrome extension puts these upgrade capabilities to use. In the demo below, we show Claude working directly in the browser, navigating sites, filling spreadsheets. Okay, is this going to have sound? I am gonna play this at like 2x speed, 3x speed, because interesting. Okay. I mean, this extension is really cool. I just haven't had a chance to use it yet. I've also got access to it because I've been on the waitlist for a very long time. This is actually legit awesome. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's keep going. The model also shows improvement capabilities on a broad range of evaluations, including reasoning and math. Okay. This is very cool. Very cool. Okay, expert in finance, law, medicine, and STEM found 4.5 shows dramatically better domain-specific knowledge and reasoning compared to older models, including Opus 4.1. Oh, damn, that is awesome. STEM, that's all I care about. 16K thinking. That's quite an improvement from Opus 4.1. Dang. Wow. Wow. That is awesome. I'm not going to read these testimonies, whatever. Our most aligned model yet, as well as being our most capable model, Claude Sonnet 4.5 is the most aligned frontier model yet. Claude's improved capabilities and our extensive safety training have allowed us to substantially improve the model's behavior, reducing concern behavior. Okay, this is just like boring stuff. You can read, whatever, misaligned. I don't care, I just want to care about performance. Safety stuff. No one cares about safety. No one cares about safety. Okay, Claude. Ooh, this is oh my gosh. I am very excited about this. I don't even know what it is, and I'm already excited. We've spent more than 6 months shipping update to Claude Code, so we know what it takes to build and design AI agents. We've solved hard problems, how agents should manage memory across long-running tasks, how to handle permission systems that balance autonomy with user control, and how to coordinate sub-agents working towards a shared goal. Okay, let's see this. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Gosh, I hate when it comes to permissions. So annoying. But I know it's for safety reasons. Nice. Okay, now we're making all of this available for you. The Claude Agent SDK is the same infrastructure that powers Claude Code. Shoot, is this going to replace Claude Code SDK? But no, I guess not, because it's just agent. but it shows impressive benefits for a wide variety of tasks, not just coding. Not just coding. As of today, you can use it to build your own agents. We've built Claude Code because the tool we wanted didn't exist yet. The agent SDK gives you the same foundation to build something just as capable for whatever problem you're solving. Shoot. They've really done it now. Bonus research preview. We are releasing a temporary research preview alongside Claude Sonnet 4.5 called Imagine with Claude. What the heck is Imagine with Claude? How many things are you going to release all at once? This is insane.
We've been experimenting with a new way for AI to build software. It's called Imagine with Claude. Imagine with Claude is still building software, but we've cut out the middleman. Instead of writing code that describes this text box, Claude just makes the text box. We've given it access to software tools that construct software directly, and substantially faster. Here, Claude isn't writing code in the standard way. It doesn't have to plan it all out in advance. Instead, it generates new software on the fly. When we click something here, it isn't running pre-written code. It's producing the new parts of the interface right there and then. As you can see from the thought process, Claude is working out from the overall context what you want to see. The user has clicked on X, so that must mean they want to see Y. It then produces it right before your eyes. On the surface, this might seem like only a subtle distinction from what you've seen before.
Awesome.
And the example we picked here is just for fun. But the underlying approach of this experiment is quite different. This is software that generates itself in response to what you need, rather than following a predetermined script. In the future, will we still have to rely on pre-made software? Or will we be able to create whatever software we want as soon as we need it? With this new experiment, you can imagine things being very different.
I can see this being not that useful right now, but it is a very cool demo. That is awesome. In this experiment, Claude generates software on the fly, no functionality predetermined, no code is pre-written. What you see is Claude creating in real time, responding and adapting to your requests as you interact. It's a fun demonstration showing Claude Sonnet 4.5 can do, a way to see what's possible when you combine a capable model with the right infrastructure. Imagine with Claude is available to Mac subscribers for the next 5 days. You know what? Sure, why not? I will go ahead and I'll just create a video covering everything here. This is so much awesome stuff. There's just so many cool stuff to look at and test out over the coming weeks for sure. We recommend upgrading to Claude Sonnet 4.5 for all users, whether you're using Claude through our API, apps, Claude Code. Sonnet 4.5 is a drop-in replacement that provides much improved performance for the same price. Claude Code updates are available to all users. Claude developer platform updates, including the Claude Agent SDK, are available to all developers. Code execution and file creation are now available on all paid plans in Claude apps. For complete technical details, see result. Okay, system card model page. Sure, I will system card model page documentation for all information. Engineering post. Research. Okay, blah blah. Footnotes. Okay, we're done here. This is very exciting. Too exciting. Let's check out what's this. Enabling Claude Code to do more work autonomously. All right, this is gonna be. I'm hoping this is going to be pretty awesome. We're introducing several upgrades to Claude Code, a native VS Code extension, version 2.0. Native VS Code extension, version 2.0 of our terminal interface and checkpoints for autonomous operation. Powered by Sonnet 4.5, Claude Code now handles longer, more complex development. Is that true though? Is that really true? Because this morning when I opened Claude Code, literally I don't see anything new. Model? It says Sonnet. It says Sonnet. It says Sonnet. I want Sonnet 4.5. Where's my Sonnet 4.5 Claude Code? Come on. Do I have to, you know what? What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna install Claude Code. I keep forgetting the command. Set up Claude Code. There we go. And let's just go with this. And we're going to go back here. Let's do that. Okay. Let's go Claude. Oh, it upgraded. Dude, this is, oh no. Oh no. This is crazy. This is going to be amazing. Oh man, I can't wait to test this out. This is awesome. Model. Now it's at Sonnet 4.5. Shoot. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna actually have to resubscribe to the max plan now? The $200 max plan now. This is actually awesome. I am so excited. I am so excited. I'm just trying to get my excitement out of myself in this live stream so that when I create the video, I'm more objective about it. Okay, so I'm just letting it all out before I actually create the video, or else I'm not going to be objective enough to actually make a video that's not overhyped, if you know what I mean. Okay. Also, VS Code extension. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Shoot. Whoops. I was playing World of Warcraft. Close. All right. Let's look at this VS Code extension. Claude. Was it Claude? Claude. Ooh, shoot. It's a new extension. Let me check this. Claude Code for VS Code. This is Claude Code for VS Code. So let's unleash raw power of Claude Code. Is it any different? Claude. Oh, actually, let me close this and then reopen it. No, they did it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No way. No way. Okay. No. Oh man, just so many good things. I am so happy right now. I'm so happy right now. Okay. Handles longer. Okay. Great. VS Code extension. We're introducing native VS Code extension in beta that brings Claude Code directly into your IDE. You can now see Claude's changes in real time through a dedicated sidebar panel. Inline divs, the extension provides a richer graphical Claude Code experience for users who prefer to work in IDE over terminal. Amazing. Enhanced terminal experience. We've refreshed Claude Code's terminal interface. The updated interface features improved status, visibility, and searchable prompt history, making it easier to reuse or edit previous prompts. Dude, this is so amazing. This is so awesome. So many awesome things. Claude Agent SDK. For teams who want to create custom agentic experience, Claude Agent SDK, formerly the Claude Code SDK, gives access to the same core tools, context management systems, and permissions frameworks that power Claude Code. We also release SDK support for sub-agents and hooks. Shoot. Making it more customizable for building agents for your specific workflows. Developers are already building agents for a broad range of use cases with the SDK, including financial app compliance, whatever. Those aren't really interesting anyway. I already watched that. Execute long-running tasks with confidence. As Claude Code takes on increasingly complex tasks, we're releasing a checkpoint feature to help delegate tasks to Claude Code with confidence while maintaining control. Combining with recent feature release, Claude Code is now more capable of handling sophisticated tasks. Checkpoints. Complex development often involves exploration and iteration. Our new checkpoint system automatically saves your code state before each change, and you can instantly rewind to previous versions by tapping escape twice or using the rewind command. Oh, so it's overriding the previous escape command that I always use. Nice. Checkpoint lets you pursue more ambitious and wide-scale tasks, knowing you can always return to prior code state. Very nice. When you rewind to a checkpoint, you can choose to restore the code, the conversation, or both in the prior state. Checkpoints apply to Claude's edits and not user edits or bash commands. We recommend using them in combination with version control. Sub-agents, hooks, and background tasks. All right. checkpoints are especially useful when combined with Claude Code's latest features. I'm hoping that the checkpoint feature is available as like a tool call so that agents can make incremental checkpoints of its own work. I'm guessing checkpoints is useful when Claude Code's latest feature that powers autonomous work. Amazing. Sub-agents delegate specialized tasks like spinning up a backend API while the main agent builds the front end, allowing parallel development workflow. Are we at a point where we can do parallel development workflow? I'll have to test that out. Hooks automatically trigger actions at specific points, such as running your test suite after code changes or linting before commits. Background tasks keep long-running processes like dev servers active without blocking Claude Code's progress on other work. Together, these capabilities let you confidently delegate broad tasks like extensive refactor or features exploration to Claude Code. Getting started. Okay, yep. Terminal updates, Claude Code. Okay, let's go and see Claude Code Agent SDK. This is very exciting. The Claude Code SDK is a collection of tools that help developer build powerful agents on top of Claude Code. Wait, so is this replacing Claude Code SDK? In this article, we walk through how to get started and share our best practices. Last year, we shared lessons in building effective agents alongside our customers. Since then, we released Claude Code and agenting. Yes, you did. Over the past few months, Claude Code has become far more than coding tool. At Anthropic, we've been using it for deep research, video creation, and note-taking. I didn't know they do video creation, among countless other non-coding applications. Yeah, totally agree. It's more than just Claude Code. It's Claude everything now. The agent harness that power Claude Code. In other words, the agent harness that powers Claude Code, the Claude Code SDK, can power many other types of agents too. To reflect this broader vision, we are renaming Claude Code SDK to Claude Agent SDK. Very good, very nice. In this post, we'll highlight why we've built Claude Agent SDK, how to build your own agents with it, and share the best practices. I'm very curious on what changes they've made to Claude Agent SDK, previously known as Claude Code SDK now. So let's dive into this. Giving Claude a computer. Okay, the key design principle behind Claude Code is that Claude needs the same tools that programmers use every day. It needs to be able to find appropriate files in the code base, write and edit files, lint to the code, run it, debug it, edit, and sometimes take these actions iteratively until code succeeds. We found that by giving Claude access to users' computer via the terminal, it had what it needed to write code like programmers do. But this has all made Claude in Claude Code effective at non-coding tasks. Okay, it also made that, okay. By giving it tools to run bash commands, edit files, create files, and search files, Claude can read CSV files, search the web, build visualizations, interpret metrics, and do all sorts of other digital work. In short, create general purpose agent with a computer. Yes, I've realized that like Claude Code SDK is not just for coding, it's for everything you do on the computer, which is amazing. Create new types of agents. We believe giving Claude a computer unlocks the ability to build agents that were not effective as before. For example, with our SDK, developers can build finance agent, personal assistant agents. That's something I really want to do, is build a personal agents. But yeah, that's so interesting. Deep research agent and much more. Building your agent loop. In Claude Code, Claude often operates in specific feedback loop. Gather, context, take action, verify, work, and repeat. Okay, this is kind of awesome that they've built it on Claude Agent SDK, because what's going to happen now is other models are going to be, I'm going to guess that we're going to be able to use other non-Claude models with this SDK as well at some point. If it's built on top of Claude Code, like GLM 4.5 and DeepSeek are already using Claude Code, and I'm able to use Claude Code SDK with those models. So I'm very curious how are they going to lock this just for Claude Anthropic models, or is it going to be available to other models as well? We'll have to see about that. Gather context. When developing an agent, you want to get, this offers useful ways of gather context, take action, verify work. Yeah, okay. That's the normal workflow. To illustrate this, we'll walk through the examples of how we might build an email agent with Claude Agent SDK. Gather context. When developing an agent, you want to give it more than just a prompt. It needs to be able to fetch, update its own context. Here's how the feature, okay. Agent search and file system. The file system represents information could be pulled into the model's context. When Claude encounters large files, it logs, or user uploads files, it will decide which way to load these into its context by using bash scripts like grep and tail. In essence, the folder and file structure of an agent becomes a form of context engineering. Yeah, correct. Honestly, I kind of want to read that at some point too. I'm going to move that down. Okay. Our email agent might store previous conversations in a folder called conversations. This would allow it to search previous these. Wait, what? This would allow it to search previous these. Does that make sense to you guys? Because this feels wrong. This would allow it to search previous these. That's wrong. For its context when asked about them. Okay, that is not real English. Semantic search. Okay, so this is basically RAG, isn't it? It is usually faster than agentic search, but less accurate, more difficult to maintain, and less transparent. It involves chunking the relevant context, embedding these chunks as vectors, so this basically RAG, and searching for concepts by querying those vectors. Giving its limitations, we suggest starting with agentic search and adding semantic search when you need faster results or more variations. Sub-agents. Claude Agent SDK support sub-agents by default. Sub-agents are useful for two main reasons. First, they enable parallelization. You can spin up multiple sub-agents to work on different tasks simultaneously. Yeah, maybe we're at that point now. I'll have to recheck my workflow. Second, they help manage context. Sub-agents use their own isolated context windows and send relevant information back to the orchestrator rather than the full context. Yeah, this is really the main point I find sub-agents most useful, is that they isolate the context so that the orchestrator doesn't have like unnecessary information that it all the thinking traces when gathering information or anything like that, as well as like tool call information, which would clog up like the orchestrator context window, which is unnecessary. This makes them ideal for tasks that require sifting through large amounts of information where most of it won't be useful. Correct, literally what I just said. When designing our email agent, we might give it a search sub-agent. Yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking when I do like the research phase in my coding workflow, is like giving it a sub-agent so that my research agent, main agent, doesn't get clogged up with context that doesn't need to be there. The email agent could spin off multiple search sub-agents in parallel, each running different queries against your email history, and have them return only relevant excerpts rather than full email threads. Yeah, agreed. Compaction. When agents are running for a long period of time, context maintenance becomes critical. Yes. The Claude Agent SDK's compact feature automatically summarizes previous message when the context limit approach, so your agents won't run out of context. This is built on Claude Code's compact/command. Yeah. Take action. Once you've gathered context, you'll want to give your agent flexible ways of taking action. Wait, did that? Once you've gathered context, you'll want to give your agent flexible ways of taking action. Yeah. So tools are primarily building blocks for execution for your agent. Tools are prominent in Claude's context window, making them primary actions Claude will consider when deciding how to complete a task. This means you should be conscious about how you design your tools to maximize context efficiency. Yeah, agreed. You can see more best practices in our blog, Writing Effective Tools for Agents. Sure, I will drop that down to the bottom. As such, your tools should be primary actions. Okay, yep. Not gonna read all this. Bash script. Okay, Bash is useful as a general purpose tool to allow the agent to do flexible work using a computer. Yeah, in our email agent, the user might have important information stored in their attachments. Claude could write, okay, let's keep going. Code generation. Ooh, this is the interesting part. The Claude Agent SDK excels at code generation, and for good reason. Claude code is precise, composable, and infinitely reusable, making it an ideal output for agents that need to perform complex operations reliably. When building agents, consider which task would benefit from being expressed as code. Often the answer unlocks significant capabilities. For example, our recent launch of file creation in Claude.ai relies, actually, I did not see this. I have not read this. This was released a while ago. Well, a while ago, you mean like 3 weeks ago. That's when things are outdated now, 3 weeks ago. For example, our recent launch, relies entirely on code generation. Claude writes Python scripts to create Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoint presentation, Word documents, ensuring consistent format and complex functionalities that would be difficult to achieve any other way. In our email agent, we might want to allow users to create rules for inbound emails. To achieve this, we could write code to run on that event. Okay, yeah, interesting. Just like using code to generating code on the fly and just executing it immediately. That's not unsafe at all if running on user's computer with all permissions available. MCPs, okay. Standardized, yeah, we already know all that. For email agents, okay, yeah, I'm not even gonna read that. Verify your work. Claude Code SDK finishes the Claude Code agent. Why do they call it Claude Code SDK now? Finishes the agentic loop by evaluating its work. Agents can check and improve their own output, are fundamentally more reliable. They catch mistakes before they compound, self-correct when they drift, and get better as they iterate. Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay. The key is giving Claude concrete ways to evaluate its work. Here are 3 different approaches we found effective. Oh, interesting. Defining rules. The best form of feedback is providing clearly defined rules for an output, then explaining which rules fail and why. Code linting is an excellent form of rule-based feedback. I see. Okay. Generating an email, you may want Claude to check that email address is valid. Visual feedback. When using an agent to complete visual tasks like UI generation or testing, visual feedback in form of screenshot or renders can be helpful. For example, if sending an email with HTML formatting, you could screenshot the generated email and provide it to the model for visual verification and iterative refinement. The model could then check whether the visual output matches what was required. Okay, for instance, layout, styling, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, moving on, people. Can we just like LLM as a judge? You can also have other LLM model judge the output, of your agent based on fuzzy rules. What are fuzzy rules? I've never heard of fuzzy rules before. This is generally not very robust, very robust method, so it's not very good to do this, I guess, and can have heavy latency trade-off. But for applications where any boost in performance is worth the cost, it can be helpful. Okay, so you're saying that for 1% improvement, it might be worth it. Our email agent might have a separate sub-agent judge our email agent might have a separate sub-agent judge the tone of its drafts to see if they fit well with the user's previous messages. Okay. Here are some other questions you may ask. Okay, blah, blah, blah. If agent misunderstands a task, it might be missing key information, right? Can you alter the structure of the search API to make it easier to find what it needs to know? If your agents fail at a task repeatedly, you can add a formal rule to your tool call to identify and fix the fault. Oh, can you add? I see. If you're here are some other questions to ask when you're evaluating whether or not your agent is well equipped to do the job. I see. If your agent can't fix its errors, can you give it more useful or creative tools to approach the problem differently? Interesting. Okay. If your agent performance varies as you add features, build a representative test set for programmatic evaluations or evals based on customer usage. Awesome. Okay, getting started. The Claude Agent SDK makes it easier to build autonomous SDK agents by giving Claude access to a computer where it can write files, run commands, and iterate on its work. With agent loop in mind, gathering context, taking actions, and verifying work, you can build reliable agents that are easy to deploy and iterate. Okay, I have a question. If they are able to do all this, why do they not build Claude Code on the cloud? Like, as in how Cursor does the background task, why doesn't Claude Code have that? That's the question I'm thinking right now. You can get started with Claude Agent SDK today. For developers who are already building on the SDK, which is me, we recommend migrating to the latest version following this guide. Oh, thank you. I'm sure it's gonna be fun. Oh, rough. I hope that, okay, I'm just gonna, man, haven't even finished working on the first version. I'm already having to think about upgrading. Okay, acknowledgement, that's fine. That was a okay read. They didn't mention anything that, let's actually just look at the agent SDK. Oh, whoa, they have, what's client SDK here? Oh, all right, OpenAI SDK. Compatibility. Anthropic provides compatible layers, enable you to use the OpenAI SDK to test the Claude API. Oh, okay, that's nothing. Okay, migrating to Claude Agent SDK. Well, we'll see if this is actually a lot of work. The Claude Code SDK has been renamed to Claude Agent SDK, and its documentation has been reorganized. This change reflects SDK's broader capabilities for building AI agents beyond just coding tasks. Right, migration steps. Wow, you're having me literally uninstall it. Wow, so it's like an actual new package. Update your imports. Right. Update package.json. Yeah. For Python project, no. And then update types name, Claude. Okay. Breaking changes. These are still Python stuff. Let's see. Okay. System prompt no longer default. The SDK no longer uses Claude Code's default system prompt by default. Use Claude. Okay, so before before use Claude Code default. So okay, so that's using Claude Code. But then after this, to get older behavior, explicitly request Claude Code's preset. Oh, that is sick. That is amazing. Awesome. Okay. Or use the custom system prompt. Very nice. Why this change? Provide better control and isolation for SDK application. Okay, they've really like making this really good. Okay. Settings resource no longer loaded by default. What changed? The SDK no longer reads from file system settings. Okay, by default. Okay, why this change? Ensures SDK applications have predictable behavior independent of local file system configuration. This is especially important for CI/CD environment. Consistent behavior without local customization. Deployed application, no dependency on file system settings. Yo, I bet this was what caused the package not to how do I say it? This is what caused Claude Code SDK package not to package nicely with my Electron application. I just have a hunch this is a thing. I'm hoping that now that they have no dependencies on file system settings, then maybe it will package nicely. Why rename? The Claude Code SDK was originally designed for coding tasks, but it has evolved into a powerful framework for building all types of agents, AI agents. The new name, Claude Agent SDK, better reflects its capabilities. Man, this is going to be so much refactoring, but it's so awesome. Creating specialized coding agents, right? Developing custom agents for any domain with tool use, MCP integration, and more. Yo, this is legit. Actually super awesome. Okay, for JavaScript, TypeScript, check that all imports, yep, verify, package JSON, run npm install to ensure dependencies are updated. Next step, explore agent SDK overview to learn available features. Let me just open that up as well. Check TypeScript SDK references for detailed API documentation, review Python, okay. Shoot. I'm guessing this is the agent SDK overview. Oh, what's this? Oh, I see. This is just the overview. Why? Okay, context management, rich tool, advanced permission, fine-grained control over agent. Capabilities, right, this is all very cool. Shoot. TypeScript SDK, did they upgrade this? Whoa, they didn't upgrade it. They didn't update this page too much. Input schema handler. Let's just try. Oh shoot, they have. I didn't know they have input schema now. Shoot, that is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, but that's for tools. Query. What I want to know is this options. Have they added anything extra here? Board controller. Does this actually work? Because last time I used a board controller, it did not work. It didn't work last time. It just didn't work, okay? Claude Code did not do a great job at the board controller. I hope they fix this issue. Okay, additional directories. Right, agents. Ooh, did not see that before. So this is something new. Programmatically defined subagents. Oh, sweet Claude Code SDK. This is going to be awesome. Allowed tools can use, continue. This was there. Blah, blah, blah. Environment. That was already there. Executable args. Okay, fallback model. Fork session. When resuming with resume, fork a new session ID instead of continuing the original session. I'm so confused. That is awesome. Okay, hooks. include partial messages, max thinking tokens, max turn, model, path to executable, that's, yeah, permission, resume, yep. Setting sources, I don't, controls which file system settings to load. When omitted, no settings are loaded. Shoot. What is this? Okay, I need to read that. Okay, that was in. Okay, so that was basically it, the new stuff that they added for, but I have not, okay, setting sources, controls, file system based configuration sources, the SDK loads settings from user, project, local, user, global. Oh, I see. Default behavior. That's cool. Now you can actually, because right now, if you're using Claude Code SDK, it will just automatically inherit from your this global user settings. But now I can literally just not have this, which is kind of nice. Default behavior. I wonder if you can define this on the fly too. The SDK does not load any file system settings. This provides isolation for SDK application. Thank you. Thank you for doing that, because it was kind of getting annoying. Yep, this looks good. Loads only specific settings. Nice. Testing and CI environment. SDK only application. Define everything programmatically. No file system dependencies. Nice. Nice. This is so nice. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how good this is. This is so good. This is so good. I can't believe they are. This is why Anthropic continues to be the king of agentic coding, because they do this. They expose this stuff that would, all this would be so annoying and hard to actually build yourself. I would never. I would just can't. I would just can't be bothered to do all this. Okay, looks like all this is just types now. I think that's it. Is there anything, any other information here? Query. No, that was above. Okay, that's good. All this is, yeah. That's, shoot, they added guides for the SDK now? I did not know. Wait, seriously? No. I didn't know they have this. I didn't know they had guides for the SDK now, because previously the documentation for the SDK was so limited. So I just basically had to go in their SDK library and look at the types and figure all that out. Your application initializes async generator. Okay. Interesting. Very, oh, wow. This is like an actual how it needs to work. Okay. Is it async? I guess it is async. Okay. Wow, this is, okay. I am very excited to actually get my hands down and start to, let me write down some video ideas that I need to do. Migrating Claude Code SDK to Claude Agent SDK. That's going to be a video, and then another video is just checking out Sonnet 4.5. Shoot, so many videos to do. This is going to be really awesome. Yeah. Wow. Guys, it's been a very fruitful morning. I am so excited. I gotta go to breakfast, but I woke up and I saw this, and I'm very just a little bit overwhelmed by so much stuff that Anthropic released in literally a single day. But this is gonna be cool. So for the next few weeks, I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos. I'm probably gonna do more live stream on when I'm using Sonnet 4.5, as well as like doing a lot of stuff with Claude Agent SDK. It's gonna be really awesome. So subscribe if you're not already. Thank you for watching.